Good morning, students. How are you all? I think all are safe and all are doing good, I suppose. And coming to the next video of mine, video 8 in class 10 biology nutrition chapter. Okay, please do support, share, comment, and subscribe to Little Champs Sindhu's vlog channel. Thank you so much for all your support which you have given me for the previous videos. Now let's get into the subject. Today we are going to discuss about, previously we have discussed about the nutrition chapter in plants. Nutrition in plants. Today we are going to discuss about nutrition in human beings. Even nutrition in animals, in animals like unicellular organisms and unicellular organism like amoeba, paramecium is also completed. Today we are going to see the nutrition in human beings. What does a human being nutrition involve? It involves the digestive system. The digestive system, where the digestive system is a complex system involving many different types of digestive juices and digestive enzymes. So this digestive system consists of organs for sake of nutrition. Right from the mouth till the anus, this uh, this is called as alimentary canal. Okay, right from mouth to anus, the system is called as alimentary system or the alimentary canal or the digestive system or the digestive body parts. Okay, alimentary canal helps in digestion of different types of food what we eat and is cut and crushed in the gut region. Okay, the diagram shows the digestive system of the human beings where salivary glands, esophagus, stomach, pancreas, small intestine, and then later mouth, liver, gallbladder, large intestine, appendix, anus, and rectum. Coming in a serial manner: mouth, salivary glands, esophagus, stomach, liver, gallbladder, and then pancreas, and then large intestine, small intestine, large intestine, and then rectum and anus. Okay, coming to the next slide. This slide shows what does the alimentary canal involve. The process in what does the process involves in the alimentary canal. What does it involve? Right from the mouth to the anus, how the food passes from mouth to pharynx to esophagus to stomach, and then later on to duodenum, jejunum, ileum, cecum, and then appendix vestigial organ is also present, and then later into the descending transverse colons, and then sigmoid colons, and then later into the rectum, and finally into the anus. Okay, this all involves the flow chart showing the diagram involving the alimentary canal. Okay, then next one, in the alimentary canal. In the alimentary canal, food mixes with saliva, isn't it? Yes, food mixes with saliva to form what? A bolus. It is a soft food round material formed in the mouth region or oral region, which mixes with saliva to form what? Bolus. Right, coming to the next one. Bolus now enters the stomach through mouth and through the pipe called as esophagus, or also called as food pipe, and by the movements which involve in the movement of the food material from mouth to stomach is called as peristaltic movement. Peristaltic movement. Alteration in peristaltic movements causes GERD. It is not necessary for you, but only for sake of knowledge I have said GERD does mean gastroesophageal reflux disorder. Okay, it causes regurgitation of food material back into the mouth. It is a disorder actually. Okay, leave it, nothing will happen with that. It's only just for sake of knowledge. Coming to the next point, food in the stomach now forms a soft, slimy substance called as chyme, whereas in the oral region it is called as bolus, whereas in the stomach region it is called as chyme. Okay, coming to the next slide. Now the food enters the small intestine from the stomach. Ring-like small muscles present which are around the intestine are called as pyrolic sphincters. These regulate the flow of the food material in the small intestine, and also regulate the food from small food and between food and pyrolic sphincter is there. And then later the sphincters, these sphincters help slow release of food material from stomach into the small intestine, from small intestine to other parts of the large intestine. Okay, where further digestion of the food products takes place and absorption of digested food takes place here, and the undigested food is expelled out through the anus. Coming to the next slide. Nutrition procedure in humans involves the following steps. There are 4 steps of nutrition procedure. They are ingestion, digestion, absorption and excretion. Ingestion is nothing but taking the food into the mouth and mixing it with saliva to form a bolus. Where digestion starts from mouth region to large intestine region, and then later absorption takes place in small intestine and large intestine. Then excretion of food takes place from rectum to anus. Right. Next one, digestion in brief. Digestion in brief, where the enzymes and digestive juices are involved in the gut region to digest our food material and helps in digestion of various types of food material. As we have discussed before, there are different types of food material like carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and vitamins and minerals. All these are digested and absorbed into the blood by means of a procedure called as digestion, which helps in nutrition of human beings, not animals in particular, but human beings. Okay, let's get into the next slide. Chart. This chart shows the vitamins and the deficiencies caused by the deficiency diseases caused by the deficiency of that vitamin, and the food source which helps in recurring the recurring the recurring the quantity or the amount of vitamin required in our body. Okay, these are the food materials which are present, and these are the deficiencies caused by what? By the deficiency of the vitamin. Okay, deficiencies should be seen properly and learned properly. These are continuation for this intermediate subject, so do please take care while reading this thing. And coming to the next slide, that's the end of the video today. Thank you for watching, and please do subscribe, share, comment and like my channel, namely Little Champs Sindhu Vlog. Thank you for listening for this video. Thank you.